So who doesn't have a bunch of threads and scraps and just different things like that that you're not sure to throw away or to keep them. Because I put them in my little owl here, little hootie owl, and they're really fun to make some really cool things. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to make today. Now, if you're running out of like little threads, and for some reason I have more fabric in here than I do threads, because I've been having fun making uh, some cute little things today, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But what if you want, you could take just your old threads and different things like that I've had these forever, and these aren't really good to sew with because they're going to snap. Like, the older the thread, you just have to check them and see, if they're going to be worthy for your sewing machine or anything. And some of these are just from Goodwill, and they're super old, and I've had them just for years. I mean, as you could tell, I mean, look at that. That is super old. So I'm just cutting off just little pieces here, and I'm going to put them to use instead of just throwing them away. So that's what I want to show you guys today, is some fun little project we could do with this. And welcome. This is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and let's get to it here. Okay, I think that should do it for now. And then I'm just going to take it and mix them around. So I got a mixture of threads, some different, all kinds of fabrics, as you can see. I got tea dyed, avocado dyed, just tie dyed, jeans, the ends of fabrics, the salvage ends. So just anything that you're just not sure what to do with, just throw them in a little cute little mug and collect them, because I'm about to change the way you guys see scraps, and it's so much fun. Okay, so the other day I posted on my community tab, and I posted these cute little Scrappy tree squares is what I'm calling them. And you could see here, how much fun is that? We got our extra threads, fabrics, just you can do laces and ribbon. I mean, I think I even have one that has a little bit of ribbon in it somewhere, and some lace and stuff. So anything that you have extra laying around, this is the funnest project you can do. I'm going to have just cute little scrappy trees everywhere. And I'm thinking about making this into a table runner, and I think that would be a fun project too. But these would be great coasters. You can make these into little quilted coasters to put your little drinks and stuff on. I mean, how fun would that be, you guys? Mug rugs, make them a little bigger, add another one together or something, and then you can have your drink here and your little snack over here. Just, I mean, there's so many possibilities that you could do. You can even do a little throw quilt with it, a little lap quilt. Make a great junk journal cover, for sure. I mean, this could be a great junk journal cover, and you just add another little part to it and make it into a little booklet. So, okay, let me show you one real quick. So we got this one. So I posted on my community tab and asked you guys, if you have enough comments and stuff down below, because I never know if you guys are going to like it or anything like that. So I'd like a little interaction to know if you guys want to see this video, because I'd hate to do it and nobody even wants to see it. So everybody's like, yes, I'd love to see how you did that. So I will do a quick video today and show you guys. So you can see. And they're just so much fun. And then this one, I mean, you can even make them into like a flower. It doesn't have to be a little tree. There's the ribbon. I got a little bit of ribbon here, and I think I have lace there. Got some lace. So just whatever you guys have, You can make them into trees, into flowers. I mean, what your imagination can just go wild with this. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I construct this together. And it is really easy. Okay. So you don't have to have the crazy background like I have on these. It doesn't have to be patchwork or crazy quilt, or crumb quilting is another word for this kind of style. It could just be a piece of fabric behind it. So that's what the background is. It's just like a crumb quilt, and that's what this is. And if you guys want to know how to do this in more detail, I'll make sure to put the video on the end screen, and it's of me making my little junk journal. It's a deconstructed junk journal wall hanging. And I'll put a picture of it up here in the corner and you guys can see, but it's really fun. And I'll make sure to put the link down below. It's in my Etsy shop. But that's the style that I went for on these little guys in the background. Okay. So what I'm going to do is cut this to size that I want. I'll probably do it up here. This has more variety. So I'm going to cut these to just kind of the same size-ish, roughly, and get the base going, and then I'll show you guys how to structure the little tree. So let's get started. So I have my piece cut out to size that I want. And I also want to show you guys, you can do, just plain fabric in the background, just, with no stitching or anything like that if you want. Or you could do the crazy crumb quilt like this. Or you could just do some hand stitching. Like, I mean, wouldn't that be fun just to have in the background? There's some fun just hand stitching. You can add little buttons and stuff like that to it and just make it your own and do some just fun variety in the background. So that's definitely an idea. Okay. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to leave this one like this. Reach into my little foodie cup here and just grab out a handful. It's just fun to have the variety of threads and fabrics, gives it just that kind of, wow, that's really cool looking effect, that kind of effect. Let's see. I'm going to try to mix it up a little more. Not too much of one thing, not enough of the other. But that preference is totally up to you, however you want to do it. And put a stem down at the bottom. It can either be a tree trunk or you could do a flower, stem, or however you want to do this. Your creativity, creation, to do as you will. I'm just giving you guys the idea here, the basics of it. Okay. And then I'm going to plop this down. I kind of like the look of that sticking out. You see, just put it down. And it really does look like a tree. And it's as easy as just kind of plopping it down. And you can fiddle with it if you want to, but isn't that fun, you guys? And then I kind of want the yellow sticking out. So just kind of work with what you got here. That piece, I'm not sure what it wants to do, but there we go. You can just tame the pieces that you're not liking sticking out. Work it how you want it. It just created it as you want with it. There. Okay. There's our little tree. Okay. Could be as easy as just plopping it on there and fiddling with it for a second and seeing how you like it. Now, you can bring in some glue stick action here. And this is just washable school glue, little glue stick. And what we can do, if something's not cooperating with you, kind of put a little bit of glue. Make it do what you want here. And then I like to put just tree trunks on it, or little flower petals. So I'm just taking it, and this is just a piece of fabric. And I'm going to twist it a couple times. I'm going to just set it down like here. Okay, and then this is when the glue stick comes in handy. I want to twist this. Twist it. And this, you only need a little bit. Oh, you want it like that. Okay. So, looking at this, you guys are like, well, Tammy, how the heck are you going to sew on that and have it so these threads don't get stuck in the foot of your sewing machine the whole time? This is my solution right here. This is the trick to all of this. And it's really inexpensive. It really is, guys. It's not that bad. So, what I have here is a stabilizer. Okay. Now, I will have this in my Amazon links down below, but this is so cool, and you get tons of it. It really, really affordable for how much you're going to use. You really don't need much at all. So, what it is what it is. It's a embroidery stabilizer, and it's water soluble embroidery film. So this, oh, that's what it is. It's 12 times 25 yards. So it's 25 yards, which is still, I mean, that's a good amount that you're going to get because you only need little pieces for this project. And what it does, this is the coolest part ever, is you take it and you just lay it on top, and you could cut it, to a size. I recommend to make sure to get every little edge, because here I'll show you what happened when I didn't have some on it and I sewed anyway. It kind of did, yeah, this one right here. It kind of did. I didn't have any out here, so when I sewed on it, it bunched up on my needle because I didn't have like a stabilizer sitting there. And the stabilizer really does help with the sewing part and everything. It makes it so you can really get it. And it kind of did a little crease bunch up there because it went from the stabilizer over to just the fabric, and then it. So I recommend wherever you're going to sew to make sure you have the stabilizer. Okay? So what you do is just lay it down on top. Okay. I mean, this is just so fun and simple. I want to like make all kinds of stuff with this. So I just got my little wonder clips. I've noticed when I do this, I take it to the edge of the table, and it's just easier to hang this part over the edge of the table and clip it. But you guys do it however, and I'll do it so you guys can see. But all I'm doing is just clipping this down. I mean, you could take your pins and pin it, but I just wanted fast, easy. It's going to stay as long as you don't flip it around too much. And then we can cut that to size because, I mean, this can totally be used in another project. But the cool thing about this is I do have a little video I will pop on in a minute after we get the sewing part done, and I'll show you guys the best way that I just rinsed them because it's nice and warm here right now in Oregon. So I just hung them out on my fence with I hung them out on the fence with just some clothespins, and I made sure when I hung them, because it's all sewn down, I put the clips behind the stabilizer because I didn't want the clip on top of it because you wouldn't be able to get the water in between. And then I just sprayed it with my cold hose. I made sure the hose was cold, water coming out, and then I just spritzed them. And I'll make sure to put that video on after we get these sewn and stuff. I'll show you guys. But all you do is that, and if you want more, you could just take a pin and pin it. But I just grab it gently, and I will bring you guys over to my sewing machine. But I just grab it like this, and then I just stick it underneath my sewing machine, and I do a free motion foot, and I will show you guys that. So you definitely go through a lot of thread, especially in your bobbin and stuff, so you'll notice that. But so I'm just using up a bunch of bobbins that I had that were like half filled. Okay, so I just get it under my free motion foot. Make sure everything is flat. So this is the best way to do it. You don't get your threads caught. You don't get anything caught. And just kind of look at things and make sure you have it where you want them underneath. And just have this on the outsides of where you're going to sew. And just start sewing. I like to go in circles. I just do it in circles or with the tree. And then when I get down to the stem and stuff, I go straight and then just kind of straight on the little petals and the little branches there. Now, out. And if you have any threads that are on top, just snip them off of there. And then save them. Save them in your cute little mug. Okay. There we go. I mean, it doesn't look like much now, but I will put that video on right now, and you guys can check it out on how I just hang it on my fence out there and then just give it a quick spritz. And if you need to, as you're spraying it, you can rub with your fingers and kind of just rub it off too. And then that helps get some of it off. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that to this one, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. If you guys are enjoying this video, please hit the like button. That'll help so much to get my video out there further for others to see how to make this scrappy little tree square here. And what I did, I just rinsed it in cold water under my sink, and I just kind of rubbed it as I was rinsing it and stuff, and that just helps it come off faster. You could throw it in the washing machine, just make sure it's on cold, and probably just dry them too. It'll just make it a little more frayed. I think they'll look kind of cool. So this is how this one turned out. I think it turned out really cool, and it'll get a little lighter as it dries. It's a little damp. I ironed it. I just took my iron to it and did some ironing real quick just to dry it a little bit. So it's damp right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. Okay, so we got our other ones. If you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.